Snowboard shops in Vail Village, West Vail, Beaver Creek, and Avon.
Okay, welcome back to First Chair. This First Chair brought to you by Christy Sports. I am up at Spruce Saddle waiting to take that first run, so make sure you're tuning in to Good Morning Vail all the way to 9 o'clock. I want to double up on some of the information that Tracy talked about with goggles and proper goggle lenses, but I want to focus on goggle care. I think it's imperative to understand how to clean your goggles properly if they fog up or if you fall and get snow on the goggles. One of the things, don't ever try to wipe out the inside of the goggle. If you get snow in it, tap the snow out, go into one of the base areas or one of the lodges, go down to the bathroom and use the hand warmers, the blowers, to help get the moisture out of there. You don't want to scratch the inside. The outside of the lenses, it's like the windshield of your car. You want to have it as clean and clear as possible. Use the bag that the goggles came in to wipe it off gently. Blow on it with your breath, wipe it off gently. One thing you never want to use, and so many people do, they'll grab a tissue paper or they'll grab a napkin or a paper towel, and basically all that product, it's made from wood, so over time it could very gently scratch your windshield, so to speak. So be very aware of that. It is very flat light up here today, like Tracy talked about before. Flat light means you can't really see the definition on the trail like you do when the sun's out. It's bright, and then the little nooks and the crannies and the rollers and the bumps, they come up on you out of nowhere, and they can cause you to crash or to lose control. So wearing the right lens on these kind of days, a low light lens which allows more visible light into the goggle itself, and more of that natural light will give you better visual when you're out there. Also, keep your speeds down. Being able to see is the most important part of being able to ski. It's the most important part of all of your equipment, is being able to see in front of you. One thing though, Trace, I did talk a little bit about, don't use that napkin for cleaning off your goggles, but on every napkin at all the resorts, it talks about the skier responsibility code. Tell us more.
Okay, well, thanks, Mark, making me responsible when I'm out there on the slopes. And right now, if you are skiing or riding at any of the Vail resorts, you're going to see a lot of signs that say slow zone, slow down, no jumping, no straight lining. What does that mean? Straight lining means when you're going straight down the mountain and you're not making any turns. Now, that's not allowed in the slow zones. And right now at Vail and Beaver Creek, you're going to find ample slow zones because the terrain is limited. And really, heed the warning. I was skiing yesterday. I'm actually a snowboarder, so I was snowboarding, and I was coming up behind a lady that was making irrational turns. And I've talked to you a lot about irrational turns, and they're just no good because nobody knows where you're going when they're behind you. So I was coming up behind a lady on my snowboard, and I was making a lot of noise. I think I totally scared her, and I wasn't meaning to, but that's what happens when you're in the slow zone and you're going a little too fast. Not that I was, but it was scary because snowboards make a lot of noise. So stay in control and make sure the people ahead of you have the right of way. So if they're doing their turns and you don't know where they're going, get away from them. Always look uphill and yield. So when those trails merge, you need to take a look uphill and make sure that those folks that are already going downhill notice you, you notice them. Make sure that you have your equipment tied to your body. You know, as a snowboarder, I don't really have to worry about that too much, but as a skier, if you're going to have a yard sale, then you're going to be in some big trouble. But right now, we've got a super safe girl that gets on the hill a lot, and she knows everything about snowboarding. So let's head back up to Beaver Creek and see what Ashley's up to now.